Hello, my name is Second. We are playing FTB FAM, and good news, folks. We got our computer back, so we can play with shaders. Everything looks all nice, except for all the unfinished buildings in the background. Now, last time, we had a surprisingly successful attempt on the Lich. We gave him one. This time, we're going to see if we can't make some more progress. Now we've got two options. One of which is immediately available. I can see it. That is the Minotaur Labyrinth. We might find, creepers that we could get glands from, and of course fire beetles. But we could also probably find fire beetles in the Goblin Fortress, but I don't really see one. So we're going to do a little bit of exploring, like off to the south before we commit to the fire swamp. I'd rather do goblins and then Ghast Tower, because the actual goal here is either one Ghast tier or 3 catalyzed glands, with which we can make a Ghast tier. There's what we're looking for dead ahead. So, in here, and it's dark in here, we are in fact gonna go ahead and maybe get out projectile light. Just so we can see a little bit. This forest is dark. And it's naturally full of jerks. Big jerks, small jerks. Look at this guy! I've never seen that thing. Wow. Okay. That startled me. Yeah, so the Twilight's gotten a lick of paint. Where we're headed, probably due that way. There's like big wolves and apparently giant spiders. What we'll find in here, I hope, is we don't want to break in. I just said we don't want to break in, for crying out loud. We want to, hello. Yeah, these guys will come boiling out of there. We want to find the actual entrance and put our Naga trophy on a little pedestal. Breaking your way into this place can be a losing proposition. Let's eat. And let's see what we can find. As it stands, we can't place many blocks. You see, like that just disappears. So we really want to find this thing. Now there are 4 options. We found the Dark Forest, so we can definitely find... Oh, this looks promising. I see jerks. Let's explore around. Here's exactly what we're looking for. Alright. Now, the only way in is to jump down. Full of all kinds of horrible things. There are several levels. And the slime beetle is an example of the sort of thing that I'm hoping to find, but not the thing itself. I'm hoping for fire beetles. Now there are loot chests. And there's food you can't really get anywhere else except in the Twilight. That'll contribute towards diversity and our health. terrifying in here. Oh, these are handy. If you die with the charm of keeping one, I think, in your hotbar just on you, you keep your held item. The next tier, you keep your hotbar. And the tier after that, you keep your whole inventory on death. Our first goblin. Not sure how tough they are. They don't seem that bad. Like, they definitely have more health than I'm used to. But they're very beatable. You'll find all kinds of stairways down. You'll probably have to loop up and down and up again. There are hidden chests. You want to keep an eye out for these? Oh! I think this is the boss room? Kinda looks like it. That was fast. Let's go ahead and shed some light on the subject. There's 6 of these boys, right? And we'll run if we have to. But they don't seem like they're gonna really give us too much trouble. I mean, they got some armor, right? That's fine. But they don't really seem to hit particularly hard. And they're a bit too concentrating on, like, trying to, like, be scary floating around. So I think we'll be okay. Alright, we got one of them. The other ones are starting to, you know, count down. They're a bit of a pain. We don't do that much damage to them, but this fight is very doable. It's just a little bit tedious, to be honest. Alright, I think we got 2 left. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get him. There's 1. Alright. This could have gone worse, folks. That could have gone a lot worse. Let's eat. Yummy. Now let's see, in here we got an iron coin. Let's what if anything we can throw in this box here. Alright, I'll loot the place. Okay, with a little bit of gear in there, we can just dig our way out and head for the tower of the Ghast. Now, unlike the Lich Tower, this place does have a proper entrance. There's one right there. And this signposts the mechanic. Hello. Tell me we're gonna get it like right now. We just need 1. Alright, out loud. I'm having a hard time judging how high up they are. We'll just go inside. Yeah, you saw how that worked. Sure you did. We're gonna hop in here. There's gonna be jerks. There's gonna be spawners. And plenty of this business. This just will take you back outside. We need to go up and up and up, and there's gonna be something up here. So here we have puzzles. Let's see. Turn that on at least. I doubt we're gonna find ourselves in a position to cheese this. Oh, we'll take this though. Where will it take us? It's this kind of thing. Let's see where this one goes. Yeah? That's good. It somewhere else? Okay. I don't think that's gonna get us all the way across. Okay, but it will get us down there, huh? That's interesting. Alright, it does look like we can just place blocks. Oh, I think that's what we're probably gonna do. Oh, nope, some broke on us. Yeah, that one's breaking on us. That's unfortunate. We'll have to do this the hard way. Here's the culprit. Alright, now we can get up there. In case we needed some squid ink. They spawn up here. Hey! You! Nice chest plate. Can I have that? We will never want for squid ink. Alright, let's go there. So, what we're starting to see here, these need keys. We will find the keys in chests in these other spots. Memory serve. Oh, hello. This place is a little banged up, huh? Who just hit me? You! Crying out loud. This stuff we can break eventually. I think there's some kind of piston setup. You again. Break this block. Alright. We're in. We will eat a little bit of experiment 115. Oh! I didn't know it did that. That's awesome. If memory serves, there are, like... This place is a mess. I'm gonna try some of the other directions before I really commit to this. Yeah, this one looks a lot less brutal. Oh, there's a fire beetle, I think. No, it's a pincher beetle. Had some health on it, that's for sure. Let's see here. So this is a little clue. Gives you the idea. I think we can just break blocks here. Oh, hello! Carbonite Golem. Okay. I've seen these guys be beefier. Alright. There's another one, huh? We're gonna run out of food one of these days. Alright, we're still... Oh, I hate it when I do that. Alright. Let's, Yeah, here's another one. Self-heal, folks. Invest in it. It's, can't tell you how handy it comes in. There's gotta be like a spawner up here or something, huh? Yeah. That's awful. Let's leave them be for a moment. Maybe they'll chase us down here. Crying out loud. Alright, we'll deal with these guys. So this is definitely an approach. Any block will do. Okay, we got past them all. Crying out loud. I don't know if it was worth it. Oh! Gotta remember, our goal here is Ghast tears. Not much that way. Oh, we fall down. Anything through here? Dear, oh dear. These guys aren't so bad. Boom! small enough though, they don't really... What am I trying to say? They don't suffocate like I wish they would. Okay. Some diamonds. Not what we're looking for. Look at all this garbage. Alright. Crying out loud. One ghast. Just one. Alright, there's a final tower here. There's a spawner right above us, I believe. I hear more of those Harmonite characters. Yeah, that's it. So we'll just put paid to them. Awesome. Okay, well this is more or less what we were looking for. So yeah, we got 4. Awesome. Is there a spawner by chance? This is probably not. Yeah, this is a broodling. That's alright. More of these guys. I mean, we got what we came for. I kind of can't help but resist to want to at least get to the top of this section. Just hope I'm not pushing my luck. Yeah. We got, let me shed some light on the subject here. We got another set of doors up here. Maybe we'll actually find some of those keys so we can demonstrate that. Oh, I know where we are. This is an annoying little parkour spot that sometimes has those ghasts in it. So this Ghast tower, it's big, okay? And it's windy. And just when you think you've seen it all, sort of thing. Okay. Ah! There's one of the keys. There's a charm of life. Okay. That was the main event there. Alright, you know what? We got what we came for. We're gonna get out of here. We'll certainly be coming back. We did what we were trying to do. So let's head back home and let's work on that fancy gear. Alright, let's make the scary walk back. Now last time, we got a start on nature's aura. And we made the bottle and cork out of a glass bottle and some planks, and we collected some bottled sunshine in the overworld. The Nether has its own aura. You collect it the same way. Now we have bottled ghosts. Now the tokens we're gonna make, we make out of the Ritual of the Forest, just like we did in the last episode. We got, let me get this all set up. Here's one. That is. And here's the other one. The other thing we need to do out here is we're going to need to make a little bit of infused iron. There we go. Now, this is the central piece of another multi-block. That's going to be important. But the other thing I want to make is a transmutation catalyst. This is what is going to allow us... Okay, we'll need the Sky's ingot first. That's fine. The transmutation catalyst is what's going to allow us to make... What am I trying to say? To make gas tiers out of the soul soil. Now, sometimes you can do this with gold. Sometimes it only works in the Nether. It looks like it's going to work just fine here in the overworld. It takes more aura and more time than the infused iron. And Let's see, can we see? Yeah, we can see there's progress bars on a lot of these ancient leaves now. They are decaying and replenishing the ore in the area. We will need to greatly improve past the trees, but that's what we're going to use this second. Now we can see the shape of this multi-block with the old visualize here. And these can be any type of, any combination of anything that has the forged flower tag. We're going to need a little bit more dirt over there on the one side. I'm going to do all cornflowers because we happen to have a lot of cornflowers, but again, you know, if we wanted to do like dandelion or whatever we want to do, it'll increase the progress bar. You can use the mystical flowers from Botania, anything that's got that flower tag, I think. And we finish off with the offering table. There it is. Now, this uses a bunch of source, and we're going to want an awful lot of tainted gold, which is going to use a bunch more source. So I'm going to look into making a shooting mark. And the shooting mark's going to take tokens of anger, which is the fourth and final basic token. There they are. We get something for having all four? No. One other thing that we're going to need is some infused stone or infused rock. Infused rock. It's pretty cheap. That's how you make it. There's the shooting mark. We're going to want a block to put it up on. Doesn't matter which one. I like the shooting mark. It's pretty easy to automate. We'll definitely be doing that a little later in the series. And the reason the shooting mark's important is for the next thing I want to do, we're going to need another half a stack of tainted gold if we're going to do it efficiently. And this is going to burn some aura. We're going to get this all set. You can see the target there. Probably want to go back and grab an infinity bow. Alright, I just got a bunch of arrows out. So, what you want to do is you just want to hit this thing with a projectile. The face you hit it with turns around in, always to the left. So you can set up like a row of dispensers or, like not a row exactly, but you know what I mean. And we can use this to charge the aura around here eventually to the top of the bar. And there's a block that we'll be able to make later that we can put under this that will allow us to charge it up even farther. Now with the shaders, you can't see the mana in your mana pool. You can still, however, use the Wand of the Forest to see how much is around. I want to make a little more Terra Steel because once we're done making all this tainted gold, we're going to be using some mana. Now what we're going to do with it is we're going to improve our band of mana. This will make it 4 times as good. It was charged up all the way before, now it's charged up 25%. We get a charge from the band of aura. What we want to do is we want to make these spirits of calling. These are the crafting ingredient in every offering to the gods thing. You put whatever you're going to put in the offering table, and you throw the spirit on the ground. Now the spirits are kind of expensive, so while we could do this with 1 tainted gold or 2 infused iron and get 1 ingot of the skies, we can also put up to 16 tainted gold in there. Throw our, what do you call it, down. And then the conceit is, like, the gods throw it from the sky at you. And we'll get half a stack this way. We'll get half a stack that way. Okay, so it's 2 for 1. I'm not complaining about that. that's awesome. Now I do want to make and demonstrate the transmutational catalyst, but I don't have a jungle sapling. However, with our alchemy catalyst and our Britannia setup, we can make a jungle sapling out of a birch sapling, which we can make out of a spruce sapling. It's very handy. Now that we have the sky metal, the sky ingot, the transmutation catalyst will be easy enough to make. A little glowstone, and this stuff. And this is the different one. This uses a jungle sapling. Other than that, it's exactly the same. Just go ahead and grow the tree. Should be almost done here. What you do with it is you pop it right on top one of these golden stone bricks. Now you can see all the things it does in JEI. That's pretty handy. Flesh to leather. Sand to soul sand, not bad. Blackstone to gilded blackstone. What we are really interested in, though, is this right here. I haven't gotten into how yet, but soul soil is actually a renewable resource. So what we have here is, basically an unending supply of ghast tiers. We'll go back to the Ghast tower when we actually have to beat that boss, if we have to beat that boss. But for now, we got all the ghast tiers we need. The ghast tier thing, that's just a necessary step on the way to making the ingot of the skies. Now, we want to use it and some of our netherite scrap and some of the tainted gold to make an ingot of the depths. Now, Nature's Aura, all of their gear sets have a set bonus. Like the infused iron, it like withers. The ingot of the skies makes you light and you step up and do. I don't know what the Soulstrider's armor does. So let's see. Okay, here it is. A set bonus. Upon being struck, the armor causes all nearby enemies to fuse with the ground, causing them to stand completely still? Okay. I mean, that's better than no set bonus, certainly, which is what we'll get with Terra Steel and Netherite, and this is the same armor and armor toughness. It's about the best we'll do before we go to the end. So we are going to need a lot more netherite, but I think we could go ahead and make the boots right now. Why not? Soulstrider's shoes. We can enchant it up. So you can see it's 4 scrap per ingot. We're getting 3 scraps per ancient debris. We need 20 more, so we're going mining. Now our Terra Shatterer is B rank, and that might be interesting to mess around with. Let's see, we should be doing 3x3 with it, with the Stone of Temperance. Yeah. There's some ancient debris already. No problem. Just blasts away in front of you. Okay, we started to run low on mana. We came up with 10 on that trip. They won't go into the purifying factory, but we can put them in here for 3-for-1 yields. Now I'm gonna pick this shooting mark up, and I'm gonna move it. We're gonna move it down here to where I'm actually starting to put in more of a, Barney shape here. And we'll make it, we'll make it look like something. It's a little too square to be a proper barn, so we'll do something with the roof. But I want to jack the aura up out here. And I'm gonna do this now because I've got a lot of animal breeding going on out here for essence anyway, because we're going to need a lot of essence for the next thing I want to do. And unlike the mob crusher and the thing we had out here before, those aren't real mob kills. They just, you know, if there's a mob in range, it expends energy to turn the mob block, it meaning the block turns energy and the mob into the mob drops. This actually is real breeding. It drops experience. It's just like a player breeding the animals. And if you get the aura up high and breed some animals, you get another item called the Spirit of Birthing, which we'll eventually be able to use to do some mob summoning. So, and our engineer's hopper, our factory hopper here, will pick them up for us. They just drop like items in the world, and we should, well, we probably won't see them. They'll get sucked up very quickly. But we'll jack this up here as high as it will go. You can tell when it's as high as it'll go, because the arrow will just be stuck in the thing. It won't get consumed. There's a couple of them. We'll just make a drawer for them. Well, would you look at that? My understanding was that these showed up as at apprentice, not at master, but there it is. 2 gold coins. So a little pricey. It's not like you can't, like, chase the bosses down for the coins, but anyway, we're almost up to fully enchanted Soulstrider gear. I did put the other +4 luck gem that we found in the chest plate. Now we got kind of a structure going over the animals, which is nice. Next thing I wanted to look at, I know we're starting to run a little long, but we're going to do this because I need wither skulls, and I'm going to mispronounce the name. I think Kolga? Let's see, I was saying they were having trouble with blaze rods, so we need to, without a drigme, we need some kind of way to duplicate mobs and farm them. We're going to do that with a mob duplicator from Industrial Foregoing. We will need an advanced machine frame, which, let's see, we need netherite scrap. We need all kinds of things. We're going to need pink slime. I thought I had a recipe for this. I guess I don't. We have the dissolution chamber, but no recipe for advanced machine frame, and apparently no recipe for a simple machine frame. Let's get that going. I saw... yeah. We're going to need a recipe for a pity machine frame. Now we are probably also going to need to teach this thing how to make plastic. Now, this doesn't even have power right now. We do need to fix that. Let me take care of that. Now what we're going to have to teach this thing how to do is how to make the tiny dry rubber. And it's just, you know, latex processing unit. That's not how it works. I've been dreading this. Let's see. It's latex and water in the machine, right? So, it shows us the dissolution chamber recipes. That doesn't really help us. Let's see if we can see it in the recipe for the latex processing unit. No. No. So let's see then if we can figure out manually what the, this should be latex, what the ratio is. So we take I don't want this going in. Excuse me. I don't want this going into the system yet. So, 1 bucket, 1 bucket. Okay, it took half a bucket and 1/10 of a bucket of latex. Now we should be able to set that up over here. So it was half a bucket of water. Now we can come in here and edit it and set it. And 1/10 of a bucket of latex. Just right click it. And like so. Now we're going to take that out of there. Make the recipe. That's one tiny dry rubber. Now this has some latex in it, so we're just gonna waste it. And then we're gonna go ahead and, okay, we got the recipe up there. Let's get this down and flip it around. And let's see if it works. We have 4. Let's see, can we make 50? 5 buckets of latex, we should be able to handle that. Okay, so it's going in here. Looks like in the right ratio. Wonderful. Now we're going to want to teach the system how to make the dry rubber. And then we're also going to teach it how to make plastic. That'll go. Oh. All right. Do we go redstone furnace? Do we go smelter? Let's see. We don't seem to have recipes for either of them. So we'll go with the redstone furnace. It's fine. Okay, do we have everything we need to make the machine frame? Let's find out. Missing 5 buckets of pink slime. 5 buckets of pink slime. I thought we had pink slime hooked up over here. I guess we do not. Nope, it's right here. We have plenty of it. We'll just need another external storage. And hope we don't end up needing more than a stack of those machine frames. Alright. Was that all we were missing? Was it all we were missing? Looks like it was all we were missing. We had a simple in there left over from before we had all this hooked up to a refined storage system and we were putting the fluids in there manually, like suckers. Those days are over. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. 1 mob duplicator, right? What are we going to be missing? 1 emerald. Okay, that's everything we need. And we're also going to need another one of the... This mod, Industrial Foregoing, is based on an old mod called Mine Factory Reloaded, which of course is based on Mine Factory. And I can always remember the Mine Factory Reloaded names of the blocks. And I have a hard time with the Industrial Foregoing. And so we got the baby separator. I think it's the mob crusher that we want. Yeah, it's the one with the books. So we'll make another one of these. We've got one out at the barn. Now we're gonna need some essence for what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna switch out the tanks here. And that should be just fine. Now we can probably set this up right here so it's kind of out of the way. Now, any number of times I have used the mob duplicator and ended up with, for instance, a basement full of wither skeletons. So we're going to take a look at the working area. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's it. Okay, this has changed from, what do you call it? What am I trying to say? From Mind Factory Reloaded. So, we could put a range upgrade in there, and it'd produce in a size similar to a vanilla spawner. I think that's probably, it's interesting that it's one above. I think I actually like that. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Okay, we're starting to get set up out here. I only wanted to run when I wanted to. It doesn't really matter if we set it to run with no red or run with red. Now if we give it power, it shouldn't turn on. Oh, these guys. Alright, we'll get pipe set up there, pipe set up here. We got another ender tank. We're gonna... Alright. Now this'll fill up with power. Is there a skeleton? That'd be weird. That must be under... Oh, it's like right there. Spawned at night. Come here, you. Get out of my video. There we go. Anyway, the theory here is we're up one higher than the range of the mob duplicator, because we're going to be spawning wither skeletons in here, and I want them to be killed by the mob crusher and not by suffocation damage if they spawn with their heads in the ceiling. That's not what we want. Now the mob duplicator, or the mob crusher, we're going to want to increase that to tier 3. So just in case I've misjudged something, like a mob like spawns in the glass, this will still kill it. Next thing we want, and this is part of what the Ghast tiers were all about, next thing we want are some mob imprisonment tools. These work like the jars, sort of, except you just need the thing. You don't need a setup. And you cannot really interact with them. While they're in the nets, you can pick them up and put them down, but you can put them in the mob duplicator. So let's, we got our blaze jar right here. I love how it projects some light. Let's get our mob imprisonment tool. And get ready. That's right, we have to shift click. And then you just right click on the mob with the imprisonment tool, and you got it. Now, you throw it up here and power this thing, and assuming we've done all this right, it should produce mobs in there, which will then get chewed up by the mob crusher. And this counts as a player kill. It's not, you're not getting your fortune or anything, but you will get things like blaze rods for, once you got it all hooked up, you just got to keep everything powered and everything, in essence. Now we got, it is draining. It's hanging around 5.5. Looks like it takes a bucket of essence, maybe, to do a round. This may be something that we could add that productivity upgrade to. but it's producing a good amount. We've already got almost half a stack of blaze rods just standing here talking about it. Let's see if I remember to catch a wither skeleton. I just turn it off. You don't have to turn it off to take the item out. Just throw it in here. Taking these blaze rods, we need them. Okay, I have no idea where the wither skeleton in a jar is, but you get the basic idea. That little chamber, now and again a mob will just spawn in there too, and we'll get the essence from it, but that's basically how you set all that up. But we're running way long now, so I'm going to close it here. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.